Guys, it's very cool. And yeah, I am making videos for you and your family with regards to survival. Okay, so this is my family's survival bug out. Okay. We are pretty much here a lot, and we passed in 2020 when the world had that big problem globally. We passed it right here, and we were breathing in nice fresh mountain air. Okay, so we're always out here. I'm going to walk a bit with you on our family olive farm. We are a self-sufficient family. We go to the supermarket, but we don't have to when things get out of hand. Like I said back in 2020, when things got out of hand, we just fell back on our family food supply and reserve. Okay, you have to have a survival mindset, guys. If you don't have a survival mindset, like having a survival bug out, having spare survival food tucked away, survival gears tucked away, okay, and an entirely completely different plan that you want to implement for your family with regards to a new life that goes beyond just surviving but thriving. Look at wild pigs, they were here last night. Okay, I will try and get some videos with them for you. But the thing is that if you don't have a plan, then I want to ask you what you expect. Okay, what do you expect if you don't have a family disaster preparedness contingency plan? If you don't have it, then you are leaving yourself to chance. Okay, and this is one of our kitties just relaxing here. It's cold. Hello. Whoosh. It's cold, it's relaxing there, it's sleeping. So you need a bug out, you need some food supplies, okay, and you need some training. Okay, fortunately I've been trained, okay, by the best. You understand? And military training goes far and long in life, guys, even beyond your years, your younger years. When you get into your older years, into your prime, you can always reflect on these training, and you can use it to help yourself and your family. And that's what I'm doing in these videos, to help the world. Anyone that wants a family disaster preparedness plan in the event of a unwanted, okay, human, natural, man-made, any type of disaster, you have something to lean back on. You've got a backup plan. I suggest that you have a minimum of 2, but you should have at least 3, because we all know that when you go into a situation, you go in with a plan, or we go in with plans, our own plan. Okay, and then the minute you get into the reality of the situation, the plan falls to the ground. But having that plan already gave you a mindset to be flexible and to fall back on other contingency plans. And this is how you have to start training yourself and training your family, because you can't do this by yourself. If you try this by yourself, then you will survive, but probably they won't. So you have to train them along with yourself. And another thing I'm going to talk about in another video, but you also would like to train your little community, because more hands on deck means a higher chance and percentage of survival. Okay? You don't want to do this just for your family, but you have to start there. You can turn this into an entire business. You can turn this into a purpose. You can turn this into a passion. You can turn this into a mega grand calling, if you want to call it that. Because what happened is we need survival training in the modern era. Okay? Do you know what's going on? Let me tell you what's going on quickly. When we moved from the Stone Age and we discovered the flint and we made the fire and then we made the wheel, etc., and we came out, and then in the last 125 years, we exponentialized and catapulted all our technological inventions, from going from the steam and railroad train using coal all the way up to now super fast trains, electric trains, going at 300 plus kilometers per hour, the airplane and all of that. We came from the Stone Age into the modern era. We evolved, we developed. Okay? This 2.5 pound piece of matter that we have between both of our ears. Okay? And when we developed and we dominated the planet, we got too smart for our own good, I should say. And now the very intelligence that we have managed to arrive at, and the consciousness level that we are at, what happened is we're using it now to our own demise. Okay? So it's a vicious cycle. So now this is looking to throw us back to from whence we came. From the same place that we came, Stone Age, right back, we're looking to throw ourselves back there. I don't want to talk a bit more about it as yet. I will talk about it in another playlist. But that's what we're on the brink of doing. We got too smart for our own good, okay, that it's turning out to be not so good. And what happened is now, at some point, the global financial meltdown will come, global economic collapse, and right under that will collapse every other pillars of the human, modern, civilized system and way of living. Okay? Because once the global economy collapses, every other pillar under that holding up the entire system will start collapsing. Boom, puff, piff, 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 and everything will fall to the ground. And then I want to ask you, where will you and your family be in this scenario that is about to hit the world very soon? Okay, and how can I say this? I can say this from many perspectives. I can say this from just sitting down as a layman watching the news in my living room. I don't have to get all technical and intellectual. I can watch this. I can just watch my news every day. I can listen to my news. I don't even have to look at the TV. I can get a radio and listen to my news. And I can know that this is impending. But let's take it a bit up notch, or a notch or two up. I can see what's happening if I start doing researches with artificial intelligence and all of this. And then I can hop over and I can start reading my Holy Bible. And I can see that the prophecies that are in the Bible, that are thousands of years old, written by different prophets that never knew each other throughout the span and course of human time and history, that were talking about the same prophetical theme that is impending. Cataclysm, apocalypse. You ever heard about the apocalypse of the 4 horsemen in the book of Revelation? Okay? That spells global famine. Okay? It's coming. So, you don't have to sound smart, look smart to know that this is coming. This is now common sense. But we have a saying that says common sense is not common anymore. And people would rather throw off the awareness, the information that this is what is coming, and reside to what is more convenient and what is more accommodating in this time, like to entertain themselves with the current modern unlimited amount of distractions that exist, instead of preparing for a global crisis. They rather to spend time on social media and waste time and scroll videos all day and chit chat all day, instead of putting a solid plan in place to not only survive but to thrive. Okay, living in a pandemic and a post-pandemic world. Okay, so this concludes this video because I've got a lot more to make. I'm always around, I'm always here, and this is what I'm doing. Please check out my books, my audio training, and my video training. Okay, and I made these and tailored them to the civilian world, but these were imparted to me from a military perspective, years of military training and experience. And you can't go and buy this nowhere. You have to go in the military and you have to earn this. I earned it, okay, through the training and the years of experience. And I was taught, and I taught others after being taught, and after becoming and growing in experience, I taught others. Okay, and these are certified training broken down for you in a civilian, understandable, feasible, practical, and realistic way to implement as a civilian living in the world of where you're losing all the access to modern amenities and you have to retreat into survival mode. This is what my training will enable you to implement as an individual or as a family. And if you want to take it as a business, I've also have everything to that you can access in order to start implementing this business. Okay, so I have the websites. Okay, I have all the books, I have all the audios, I have everything that you need, and I can set you up in order for you to start setting up your own survival training platform. Okay, I've got my applications, I have softwares, okay, and I have a ton of experience with this. And not to mention, not just the military, but I have been here for the last 10 going on 11 years. This video is December 2025. We're headed to 2026. I came living right here in 2015, okay, and I've been here every day except for days when we were traveling. Okay, so this is my life and livelihood. Okay, so my first job as a life and livelihood was the military from age 17 to the age of 27 years. Then from there I went into the tourism aspect, and I was still practicing what I learned in the military in tourism by taking tourists on the front lines of our country on tours in the jungle, where I created a jungle survival tour for my country to sell on cruise ships. Okay, where I certified 21 workers on how to execute that tour to receive and train and tell tourists how to survive in any human or natural disaster. Okay, and then I moved here. So I've been in this game, okay, all my life. Okay, and then I grew up in a village. I was born in a village, and I grew up rough and tough in the bush on a farm. Okay, and I'm right back here on a farm. So all my life, and I'm 53 years young and handsome, I know about the bush. Okay, I've got experience. I know how to survive. I know what's hazardous, non-hazardous, what's edible, non-edible, and I know it both from a tactical and non-tactical perspective. So if you need home defense and you need to get tactical and you need to implement some level of warfare into your survival situation, which I teach also in my books, you will be able to do it as a man to defend your home, as a family, a parent, the woman and the children helping as well to defend your home. Because when we go into survival mode, people will be coming for your food and your water and your medicine, because they don't have none, because no one listens. The majority never listen. Story of Noah and the ark. And if you want to get that story in depth and entirety, go and read the Epic of Gilgamesh. That story is real. That Noah was telling them, get ready to survive with me on my ark. In my ark. They laugh. And the cataclysm came and killed everyone except 8 human beings. And it's coming again. Okay? And people don't want to listen, because as it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. And many will be left behind. And when they are left behind, the great tribulation will fall upon the planet. And people don't know how to survive. And you have to learn how to survive if you get left behind, because it's going to be horrible, terrible. They call it the Great Tribulation. There's pre-trib, there's mid-trib, and there's post-trib. Trib meaning tribulation, the acronym for tribulation, or the short terminology for tribulation. So I will tell you much more about it on this channel. Thank you for watching this video. I've got to go and check on my family down there. My daughter is studying, my wife is teaching her. I'm out here working and marketing this idea and concept and my products and services. And they're warm right there in the family bug out. Look how the fire is burning. Look. They're warm right there. Out here is cold. Very cold. I got my warm hat. I got my gloves. Okay. But I chose to take it off a bit. But I got to put it back on because it's windy and it's cold and the rain is coming in a few. Okay, and I'm telling you that I can live as a king in a palace, but if you take me, or if it takes me and my family to bug out in harsh and terrible times, I can do it as well. And I've proven it in 2020 for an entire year and a half. Okay, so this is no talk. This is walking the walk, okay, and being able to execute the survival situation effectively, and having a family disaster preparedness and survival plan in the event of World War III, in the event of I'm going to get into these other videos, NBC, nuclear, biological, chemical warfare, nuclear warfare, okay, having underground bunkers, all of this, and how NBC clothing and all of this, and food storage and airtight food storage and medicines and all of these things you're going to need, okay, if you want to live a day longer or two, okay, you're going to need to have these things. Okay, so thank you so much. Have an amazing day from beautiful Italy and from my survival academy, my survival school, where I have all my products, digital products and services. I hope that you click around and check them out, because they can be of great help to you and your family, that you can start reading and training yourself and training your family and start implementing what you have learned. Okay, if you need any help, remember to contact me at admin@mervintimothy.com. Okay, former military jungle warfare expert. Okay, yep, and train nationally and internationally. Okay, and now I am on the internet 10 years, and these are my latest products. Okay, I created other products as well, but these are my latest products. I'm very passionate about these products and about this system that I'm teaching to the world. You're going to need it. It's not if, it's when. It's not if, it's when. And no man knows when. But if you follow what's going along in current affairs, you have an idea that when you see the blossoms on the fig tree, that the figs are nigh. Okay? When you see the blossoms, the fruit is close to be produced. And you have to know what to do when that happens, or when this happens. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. And from my beautiful family survival retreat, bug out, and survival school, want to thank you so much for watching this other video. This is Mervin, and I will see you again in another family survival preparedness and disaster preparedness video very soon. Bye.